gon' get a crook in your neck looking at me sideways. High play, high stakes, made crook in the crime wave. Must be something on my face, yelling if they ought not, tell them what they spelling on my space.
Not too many people outside the hip-hop community really understand the Rhymesayers family and what's going on with that right now. Can you break that down a little bit?
I mean, basically Rhymesayers is, you know, a group of independent artists from the Midwest. But you know, started in the Midwest. You know, it brought people into the fold from all over the place. But it basically was started by a group of MCs and producers and DJs and b-boys and graffiti writers who were a collective, operated as a group, and decided to elevate this into business, to say, well, if we can throw our own shows in our own parties, and if we can make our own music, then why can't we release it ourselves? Why do we need somebody else to give us permission to do what we love to do? And we're really fortunate to have Atmosphere, which is, in my opinion, one of the most amazing rap groups of all time, right, in terms of their catalog and their entire approach to everything. Mm-hmm. But definitely in underground rap, the most amazing and in my opinion, you know, the most creative and you know, and definitely one of the most successful and well known, you know. Basically to be like a flagship group for us, that they are going, you know, because of what they do, they're welcomed into all these different circles and turn around and offer those opportunities to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if Atmosphere is on the Warped Tour, you can go on the Warped Tour, you know what I mean? And if Atmosphere is on TV, we're all on TV, you know. And coming from the Midwest and being outside, you know, not having the normal rap image and the normal rap, you know, persona, to be offered that opportunity is fucking incredible. It's amazing, yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's just, I'm just really thankful and fortunate to be a part of it. And it's really diverse, you know what I mean? Like we have everything from what might be considered gangster rap to we have a lot of stuff, you know, Cat POS, who is originally grew up on punk and hardcore and indie rock, you know what I mean? Who's now like fused that with rhyming. I'm not gonna lie to you. When POS first got down with us, I didn't know what to think. Because he wasn't doing any of his core stuff, which is like, you know, playing. He's a musician, you know what I mean? Right. And I didn't think his rapping was quite there yet. And I was kind of like, what is this motherfucking punk rock kid trying to, you know, get on as a rapper? You know what I mean? But man, over the years, man, that son bitch has truly turned me into a fan. You know what I mean? And I think it's when he started really incorporating his musicianship. You know what I mean? Right. That he plays a bunch of instruments and he can sing and like, but that shit is like a perfect example. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That you got like this black punk rock kid from Minneapolis who raps really well, but like singing the fuck out of this song and playing the guitar solo on the keyboard and just like, man.
What would you say to a kid who's in your shoes 10, 15 years ago, trying to come up, has no idea what to do in the industry, just kind of knows how to rhyme a little bit, yeah, has a devotion, wants to hone his craft?
Nobody can stand between you and your destiny. Your destiny, you know, you can't look at what somebody else is doing and say that's going to be me. You can try, and I think all of us did, and I don't think any of us that started rapping in the '80s envisioned it being quite this way. Right. You know what I mean? But the reality is that if you love what you do and you're dedicated to what you do, your life is going to be whatever you dedicate it to. You know what I mean? And so if you dedicate your life to making great music, giving people great shows, you know, you dedicate your life to, you know, you put all that special energy and attention into something, you're going to make something special and you're going to become something special. You know what I mean? And nobody's going to care about it more than you do. And so if you really truly care about you, then there's no stopping you. There was a time as hip hop fans when, you know, the model that all of us follow is Def Jam. You know what I mean? Def Jam as a label that's, you know, you had the business side and Russell Simmons and the creative side and Rick Rubin that said this music needs to be heard by the world and this music will be loved by the world. And so for them as an independent label, that they put their brand on shit, and you, I mean, if you grew up on rap, you bought a Def Jam record. You know, there was a couple years where you fucked around and accidentally bought some R&B shit, but you know what I mean? But for the most part, you could, for a long period of time, could buy a Def Jam record and you knew that it was going to be good. And you know what I mean? And Rockefeller was like that when they were doing their thing, and like, yeah, so it's really just that we really care a lot about this art. We really love rap. We feel like rap is informed us and fed us so much as human beings. You know what I mean? That we just are happy and feel fortunate to be able to contribute in any way. And so we're trying to really add some substance and quality from our perspective. You know what I mean? Because we're not from New York. We're not from LA. We're not from Atlanta. We're from Minneapolis, you know? And so to say, well, how does this stuff translate to us, and how do we see all these things and put all that love and that, you know, try to put all that quality into a product, man. And that's the thing that unites us all.
Good Lord,